Põe esta coisa em live. Está live? Está live. Está a capturar o microfone, está a capturar o som do jogo. Tá bom então. O som do jogo a gente sabe que eu estou a achar muito alto. Bem, vamos já ver onde é que isto vai continuar, né? E quantas vezes é que isto vai crashar. Bem, jogo, tens direito assim que crash. Depois disso paro. Primeiro já no loading inicial. Por acaso não. Espera aí, não. Não me diz que eu tenho que fazer esta parte agora toda outra vez. Espera, essas... Isto está sensível ao comando. Eu acho que isto crashou-me depois de ter sido falar com este gajo. Exato, foi
Mr.
isso.
Hamish, can you explain to us what happened to the colonial collection? It seems somewhat depleted.
But, oh, most likely maintenance work, tidying up.
You're not sure, then? But you're the deputy director.
Well, I am busy. I cannot be everywhere at once.
As deputy director, how was your relationship with Montague Dunn?
To be honest with you, Mr. Holmes, it could have been better. You see, every Tuesday he would carry out his inspection of the gardens, but it was solely to make an impression, great pretense that he cared at all. He would give out absurd orders, ignoring anyone else's opinion. He would then disappear for the rest of the week. He was what some might call a man of action. I'd say rather he was overzealous and chaotic. So after all, it was no wonder, perhaps, that he ended up like that, if you take into consideration his kind of lifestyle.
You mentioned that Mr. Dunn led a particular lifestyle.
Well, it's no secret that he enjoyed, celebrating, shall we say? He was a member of the London Smart Set. He was famous for it. That and...
And?
He had an eye for the ladies, to put it mildly, Mr. Holmes.
Mr. Hamish, can you tell us who holds the keys to the locked greenhouses?
That would be Albert, Mr. Dunn's son. Yes, Albert keeps all the keys, and one can only imagine why.
What do you mean?
Well, he was never interested in Kew Gardens before, and now all of a sudden he is trying to act as if he owns the place. I think he wants to take over the management here. He'd do better to leave that to me. He has no experience.
Espera aí, agora que eu estou a ver isso, eu já vi isto dos gajos. Então espera aí. Salta lá estas falas. Eu sei que eu já tinha. Eu veio o crash quando já tinha as chaves. Pronto, eu já falei esta treta tudo com ele.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
Agora é falar com este gajo para receber as coisas. Com este gajo é que eu não tinha certeza se falamos tudo.
Who is Miss Margaret White?
Ah, she is the young lady who studies with me. She visits here sometimes to help out with the greenhouses. In fact, she should be here today. She wanted to work at the seed house. That's the small greenhouse across from the large glass house.
We noticed that a part of the colonial collection has been cleared.
Ah, at the moment I'm just dealing with the storage room. I don't know much about the other rooms.
I imagine that your relationship with your father may have been a strained one.
Yes. I cannot say that he was a kind man, for he never listened to me at all. He forced me to work here. But now, after his death, I've been pondering it over. Perhaps he wasn't so wrong about me after all. I have to follow his path, and I have to manage Kew Gardens, and I can do it. I can be as good as any other who works here.
Would you please tell us about Martin Hamish, the deputy director?
Well, I have to tell you that Mr. Hamish is not and has never been the deputy director of Kew Gardens. My father would not have tolerated it.
Indeed? That is most interesting. He told us that he was.
Yes, because he believes that the management should be passed down to him now that my father is dead. But in actual fact, Mr. Hamish only has the honour of being the garden's longest-serving employee. In fact, if we are to think logically at all, it should be me who takes over the management of Kew Gardens.
Do you not have a good relationship with Mr. Hamish?
I suppose so. But we have very little in common. Mr. Hamish loves his plants and Kew Gardens, and I cannot say that I share his passion.
I see. And how was his relationship with your father?
Oh, he hated my father. It was obvious. He would be furious whenever my father boasted of Kew Gardens in the newspapers or at conferences. He was convinced that my father was stealing all of the credit for himself. That my father treated Mr. Hamish in the same way as he treated anyone. Dismissively. With indifference.
Tell me, have you ever heard of the Divine Syndicate?
No, I cannot say that I have.
Do you hold the keys to all of these locked doors?
Yes, you can have them. But I cannot give you the keys to the cloakroom. The employees' effects are private. I am sure you understand.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon.
Exato, eu recebi as keys e o jogo crashou. Foi isso mesmo.
Locked.
Ai, desse. Tem 2.
I suggest that we don't tell Miss Margaret White about this document.
Porra, só letras.
Newspapers discussing Kew Gardens. Champagne. Montague Dunn had good taste. French wine. A remarkable vintage. A photograph of Montague Dunn and Reynold Hamish. Locked. There was a bottle here. It left behind a trace of the substance that pervaded the laboratory. Several drops of the substance were spilled. Someone carried this bottle around.
Gold dust? Good heavens. What's it doing here?
The gold is almost immune to chemical attacks, so it may be a valuable auxiliary for various experiments.
But why would anyone perform such experiments in a botanical garden?
Several drops of the substance were the bottle is no longer here, but it is possible to detect a faint scent. We need a good nose.
Lá dentro tem que ir buscar o cão. É mais loadings. Esta missão é um perigo para
A
loadings.
botany book. This student's book belongs to Albert. Locked.
Holmes, Albert Dunn didn't give us the key to this door.
It does not matter. We will open it.
Onix. Este aqui está a dar luta. Não, não.
Open.
Daddy.
Martin Hamish's locker. Father and I, Kew Gardens. A review on rare and exotic plants. Martin Hamish has written several pieces. Martin Hamish studied chemistry. Interesting. Albert's locker. Young Albert, standing with a woman in front of London University. Specialist articles on shipyards and ship construction. Albert Dunn has a great passion for shipbuilding and the sea. A rejection letter from the British Royal Naval College. Miss White's locker. A draft of the letter that Miss White sent to her parents. Apparently, Miss White is a capable student. A vanity purse. It is of high quality.
Bem, quem diz que tem pouco dinheiro, fez-me aqui uma rolinha muito bonita.
These jewels must be worth a small fortune.
A phonograph used for voice recording. Remarkable.
Yes, this is quite a modern laboratory.
Martin Hamish's perception of plants. The notion of communication in the plant world has long been considered marginal, yet I remain convinced that some plants do indeed transmit chemical signals in the event of attack.
A study report by Martin Hamish.
And it seems clear from these multiple experiments that plants do respond to their environment and have a form of consciousness. Margaret White, February 1895. Report number 245.
Study report. This is a table for experiments. It resembles my own.
Only this one is kept in good order, Holmes.
Chemicals. a sufficient quantity for some serious experiments. It appears as though the protective equipment is missing from here. Such masks are generally worn when dealing with toxic chemicals. Gloves, waterproof aprons, everything one might need for self-protection.
Do they grow dangerous plants here?
Locked. These young plants must be delicate if they are kept in the nursery. We can see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room from this window. A thesis written by Martin Hamish. A glasses case. It is empty. This area serves as Martin Hamish's office. An award presented to Martin Hamish for Best Grower of the Year. A master's degree diploma. It belongs to Martin Hamish. This certificate belongs to Martin Hamish. He won a horticultural competition. This poster is for an exhibition that Martin Hamish was directing, but it had nothing to do with Kew Gardens.
Olha, ver que o manzinho até era bastante competente, é o que eu estou a ver. Então, carga de merda esta aqui.
The seeds of plant species are stored here. Locked.
Gosto do jogo diz locked.
Open.
Mas eu consigo logo abrir as coisas.
From here, we are unable to see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room. Materials for college study. They belong to Albert. These leather gloves are new and of good quality. they do not appear to have been used. This place serves as Albert's office. A book about ships, nothing at all to do with plants.
Ah, já falo com o senhor.
Good day to you, miss. You have some very beautiful plants here.
Why, thank you, sir. And good day to you, too. But
Oh, I do beg your pardon. My name is Dr. John Watson. This is my good friend, Mr. Sherlock Holmes.
I am honored to make your acquaintance, gentlemen. My name is Margaret White. Excuse me, but are you Sherlock Holmes, the great detective?
Yes, I am he.
What a pleasure to see you here at Kew Gardens. Are you working on a case?
Quem diz que vem de uma família pobre, tens muita coisa de valor. Olha isso. E olha lá.
Yes, a theft of plants that took place here a few days ago after their most recent exhibition.
Oh, yes, of course. I quite forgot about that.
Oh, it's quite understandable that you might forget about the theft of the plants, miss, after the tragedy that took place here.
Yes. The director was a truly good man. It is such a terrible misfortune.
Would you happen to know why part of the colonial collection was cleared?
No, I have never been there.
Do you work here?
Part-time only. I am a biology student at the London University. I attend the same classes as the son of Mr. Montague Dunn. That is how I found my chance to work here for part of my thesis, you see. It is a great honor.
How well did you know Mr. Montague Dunn?
He was a master, a great leader. I saw him almost as a spiritual father.
He had an exceptional nature?
Oh yes, indeed. He was always so active and so optimistic, and very nice to me. Although he could behave harshly towards his son.
Why so?
He loved his son dearly and wanted the very best for him. It made him extremely demanding. Albert, who is naturally shy, suffered because of it.
The Divine Syndicate. Does that name mean anything to you, by any chance?
Not at all. But it is a very pretty name.
Most of the doors in Kew Gardens are locked. Do you have a key to this room?
Oh, yes. Albert gave me a set of duplicate keys. He agreed I might carry out my studies without disturbing him. It is only temporary.
Thank you, miss. None of the 3 people who work at Kew Gardens know why half of the colonial collection was cleared. So, someone is lying. It is obvious. Dry trop. water lily greenhouse. I perceive that you are passionate about the Royal Navy.
Passionate? No, not really. I like ships, that is all.
Are you quite sure? You do not seem to be so interested in plants.
It's difficult, that's all. My future is here. It has never been about anything else.
Don't fucking lie.
And yet I know that the Royal Naval College rejected your application.
Ah, you truly are as clever as they say. Yes, that's correct. And in fact, my father was strongly against the idea. He did his best to ruin my plans, although I almost did succeed. But my dreams were shattered, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon. Mr. Hamish, was someone from your family connected with Kew Gardens?
Family? No. I'm the only one with a passion for botany.
I do not think so. This photograph of you and your father at Kew Gardens suggests the opposite.
But you have no right to.
Do tell us more about your father.
He was, indeed, the greatest botanist of his time in the British Empire. He worked together with Montague Dunn until the end of his life. He brought me in at the age of 12.
Did he get on well with Mr. Dunn?
No, I couldn't say that. They expanded Kew Gardens together, that was all. And it was all my father's work, for Dunn always lived the high life.
So Mr. Dunn was not helping your father?
Oh yes, he provided the financial support. And as far as he was concerned, that fulfilled his role. But the worst of it was, he declared himself as the master of Kew Gardens. Fame meant nothing to my father, so it was easy for Mr. Dunn to take all the credit.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
Gosto diz-me que eu tenho mais uma opção. Ah, bom. Então achas que estava a dizer que eu tinha mais uma pista. Não estava a conseguir encontrar a pista. Mas ainda assim nenhuma delas liga uma coisa à outra. Mas pronto. Vamos já buscar o Toby. Estás pronto, Sérgio? Ir buscar o Toby? Não está pronto a ir buscar o Toby, Sérgio.
O Toby não. Eu não disse que nunca falar com o Toby.
Está aqui o Toby, é aqui o Toby.
Não.
É
Toby,
o Toby.
get out.
É ali o Toby.
Não. O Toby não é. Não, o Toby é de recursos humanos, não. Não.
Está ali o Toby.
Não quer.
Come on, Toby. We have some work
Anda,
for you
Toby.
to do.
Anda.
Let us go to Kew Gardens.
Vais snifar químicos. Bem, eu acho que tinha uma pista tanto para ver aqui no arquivo, não era? Exatamente. Espera aí. Então, newspapers. 1889. Scandal of the Divine Syndicate. Divine Syndicate falls over Good King Trust.
Here it is. And here is the Divine Syndicate's address. Perfect. It is time to find out what they have against Montague Dunn.
Rapaz, desbloqueei mais uma zona nova. Fixe. Já lá vou. Ed,
If I go there, Toby will wait for me in the cab.
vamos voltar o connosco. Não, o jogo estás a brincar nos loadings. Não gosto disso. Isso é quando tu crashes.
This place is beautiful, Holmes. Its atmosphere is remarkably soothing.
Let us find someone who could help us. The Kew Gardens symbol.
Somar. Não, já falar com o senhor que está aqui a fazer artes marciais. É o guru. Guru.
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock.
I am exalting the sap. A while can you wait? From the trace of elements and moreover from the quality of the ambient geotropism it depends. Therefore, please, mind my gravitropism. Its balance. Do not disturb.
Disturbed is most definitely the word.
There. Completed is the symbiosis. Welcomed you are. To introduce myself, I shall. I am the Green Grand Mystic.
The Green Grand Mystic himself.
This is me. Who am I speaking to?
We are two gentlemen who are extremely interested in the vegetation philosophy that is advocated by this establishment.
Listening to you, I am.
Tchau. Deixa eu só encostar ali a porta. Bem, eu já fiz assim do carácter do personagem, mas isto agora tem aqui o carão outra vez.
We should like to take a look around,
Oh, já
to
dito.
immerse ourselves in the wisdom that emanates from here.
It is a school of anastomosis, the divine scholastic syndicate for vegetation veneration and meditation. You may say, the divine syndicate, glory to the eukaryotic. Only true devotees, those whose hearts are ready to spermatophize in sharing of knowledge, are permitted to physically enter our vegetable kingdom and its wisdom. And to be permitted, you must earn it. Yes.
Green Grand Mystic, we are ready to become devotees and gain access to your temple.
What is the name of our Lord, our God King?
Isto.
Our God King's name is Treewan, Green Grand Mystic.
Oh la, good, I like you. Here is the holy key to the wisdom place. Holy donation can you make whenever you so wish.
Thank you so much.
I pray you to taste our fertilizer substance. From the burdens of life it helps to free.
But of course.
Raw sap, it is called. It is near the entrance.
Do you have friends at Kew Gardens?
None. Not worthy they are.
Não era o símbolo do pote. Interessante. Então há de ser
Do you have...
None. Not worthy they are.
Não. Ah, pois era este se calhar. Não, também não. Caralho.
None. Not worthy they are.
Então isto não é... Portanto, o fragmento de estátua vai ser o símbolo. É o símbolo.
Nevertheless, we have seen Kew Gardens flower pots in your yard. How could they happen to be there?
What? Our sacred place you permitted yourself to search. Sacrilege.
No, really now. There was a theft of plants at Kew Gardens a matter of days ago, and we believe the pots we found here may be connected with it. Please tell us, were you involved?
No. Those plants were ours. They had stolen them from us.
How so?
Their director, Dump, I believe.
Done.
Yes, that's what I said. He borrowed from us 3 of our sisters for the exhibition at his green-fly-infested gardens. But he never gave them back to us. Excuses and imbecility. So we went in and saved them.
I see. So, if you stole those rare plants from them, then it means... Ah, I get it. Bravo, Holmes. I think the case is solved.
No, we did not steal. We saved. Well, as a matter of fact, we were unable to find our 3 plants.
I beg your pardon. And yet you took all of the exotic plants from the stand.
They had disappeared. It was the least we could do. They stole our sisters, and so we stole theirs.
Well, we will leave you to your meditation.
Então, a partida vou poder já vir aqui. Mas antes disso...
That should be the raw sap that the Green Grand Mystic spoke of.
Raw sap. E o gajo come?
It is rather delicious, and of an excellent quality.
My word, Holmes. Their sap is like a form of cocaine.
Sherlock Holmes, como sempre. É logo a tomar a cocaína. Foda-se.
The list of plant friends and benefactors, lawyers, well-known manufacturers, political leaders. This door is locked, but I can try to open it.
Não, foda-se. Bem, estes chaves cada vez estão piores. Foda-se.
Praise the grand tree, praise it!
This must be Trewan, the Divine Syndicate's god. Caterpillars. They are raised as food for certain plants. Let's take them. A tropical plant. Nothing of interest. A tropical plant. Nothing of interest. A tropical plant. Nothing of interest. A tropical plant. A tropical plant. Nothing of interest. A tropical plant. Nothing of interest. These 3 plants are identical to the ones shown at the exhibition. I shall take them. These instruments are used for smoking opium. This cabinet is full of chemicals. They are the same as the ones we found in the laboratory at Kew Gardens. That would be enough to perform the most difficult of chemical experiments. A vast amount of opium.
Eu desta missão já descobri as pessoas todas, ok. Deixa eu ir ao Kew Gardens. Fazer cena aqui com o conjito. Capaz de ser o que me está a faltar para bloquear aqui coisas. Não é, Toby? Não, já estou. Vais ter que andar a snifar químicos. Se o jogo não crashar. Acho que crashou. Santa paciência, moço. Yep. É que me arreaste. É que eu nem reage. Ai, Steam, vá, força lá paragem Steam do jogo. Anda lá. Vai lá play o jogo outra vez. Culpa é tudo tua, Sérgio. Tudo tua. Tell tudo tua.
Eu sei.
Não sabias fazer um jogo de jeito. Deve só portar tão bem até ao capítulo 5, moço. Nunca crashou até lá. Chegou ao capítulo 5, está a crashar para o jogo todo. E ainda falta 6. Bem, eu fiz continuar e está. Onde é que tu vais aparecer? Ok, apareceste aqui. Deixa-me lá aqui ver. Já tens tudo aqui desbloqueado? Com a sorte. Isto foi abaixo mesmo, tipo mesmo no fim. Uf. É que sempre, se é Piroqui Gardens, o gajo morre para aqui. Ó, já está a abrir cá outra vez no loading. E os loadings demoram mais tempo e tudo. Não sei, houve aqui alguma coisa neste jardim que os gajos fizeram isto tudo.
Let us take Toby to the laboratory. He will pick up the scent of this mysterious substance. Search, Toby. Search.
Follow the green, go on the ground. Go Toby, go. Go Toby, go. Run faster, Toby. Run faster, Toby. Faster.
Congratulations, Toby. Now let us see what you have found. This is the bottle that was used in the laboratory. It was... There is still some liquid remaining in the bottle, with gold flakes. A tiny caterpillar. Not surprising to see one in a garden, but at the bottom of a bottle.
Just be careful with the plants during your inspection.
Baker Street.
Let us determine just what we have found here. Let us pour liquid from the bottle into a test tube to perform an analysis. A colorless, water-based liquid. Quite a strong floral aroma.
Holmes? What are you doing?
It has a bitter taste.
What if it's poisonous?
Did you ever see poison stored in enormous jars like that? Anyway, there is a doctor nearby.
So what do you think it is?
It is some kind of organic compound. Let us vaporize the liquid and see what happens. Small colorless crystals. Colorless, tiny crystals that are soluble in water, with a floral smell and a bitter taste. Watson, could you pass me that small bottle, please?
Of course. Here you are. Holmes, do you know what it is?
Wagner's reagent. There was a label on the bottle that you passed to me.
No, Holmes, I meant the bottle that we found.
Let me add the reagent and see if there is any sediment, and then I shall tell you. I need to take a pipette and make several drops of the reagent. Red sediment, just as I suspected. This liquid is of organic origin. It contains some alkaloid. Most likely it is unstable, and that is why there is a quantity of gold dust to prevent contamination. This mixture is probably a fertilizer. Someone was carrying out unusual experiments in the garden's laboratory. According to the deadly plants information, in order to perform our experiment, we will need fertilizer and food. Caterpillars should do nicely.
Fertilizer. Caterpillar já tenho fertilizer aqui não. Fertilizer devo encontrar aqui no jardim. Problema, tenho que ir ao jardim outra vez. Outra vez eu me arrisco esta merda a crashar. Mas para ver que a última missão seja assim. Senão um jogo que estava a gostar muito depressa deixa de estar a gostar muito. E só vou acabar por obrigação.
Just be careful with the plants during your inspection.
Excuse me, but I have to tidy up this room.
Ah, só quando eles me falavam que estava fertilizado, mas cabrões. Não vejo nada.
A ventilation system.
Caramba, onde é que eu encontro o fertilizante? Aqui. Ah, onde é que está a merda do fertilizante, caralho? Aqui? Ah não. Estava aqui há bocado, nem
It is a
reparei.
bust of Montague Dunn. I am curious if the marble that we found will fit this place. Here it is. The marble fragment that we found in the Colonial Collection Room is what they have in common.
Ah, ok, percebi. Tenho que ir aos chineses. Mas antes tenho que perguntar o que aconteceu com isto. Sentem já que tu deste lado, vou perguntar já à gaja.
Poor Mr.
Não
Montague
dá.
Dunn. It is so awful.
Ok. Vou andar com ela. Very well. Já está para trás. Run, my boy. Run. Temos ali a próxima vítima. Senhor, por que é que a estátua estava partida?
There is a bust of Montague Dunn in the nursery.
A bust? Oh, that old thing. Further proof of that outrageous ego of his.
But why in that room in particular?
Oh, I don't know. It has always been there.
It is strange, because I recovered a fragment of the bust inside the Colonial Collection Room.
Really? Oh, well, so I am mistaken. It ought to have been removed during the cleanup. This room is so small.
Do you know who moved it?
I have no idea. Surely Mr. Dunn requested it. Do you have any more questions
Tu
like
achaste
this?
boa suspeito, meu
Because
grande cabrão.
fragments of rock are not my responsibility.
Evidently.
Tu achas esse gajo
Thank you,
bué
Mr. Hamish. We shall...
suspeito? Deixa eu ver se este gajo tem também alguma coisa a dizer sobre isto.
Excuse me, but I have to tidy up this room.
Não tem. Então vamos ter com os chineses. Ou com os japoneses, não sei.
A tropical plant. A trop...
Mas eu tinha a puta das pontas em casa. Era... Não, é aqui.
This substance is an alkaloid, the same as in the bottle we found in the bushes at Kew Gardens. Perfect, Watson. We can begin our experiment. A tropical.
Eu não sei se isto é em casa sem ser sítio das plantas. Uma experiência. Oh, of course, crashou outra vez, meu. Epá. Oh, que estupidez, meu. Que estupidez, caralho. Que nojo, que nojo, meu. Que nojo. Eu não costumo deixar jogos também, mas olha que começa a ponderar muito. Caralho, pá. É que o gajo não tem motivo nenhum de estar a crashar, pá. Porra. É que queres que eu nem consigo mexer aqui nada, que é se pouco isso. Onde é que eu vou aparecer? Vou aparecer aqui. Já apanhei o item, já. Ok. Mas outra vez para Baker Street, Phoenix. É como no dia estava a crashar e o jogo fechava sozinho, mas agora a câmera não fecha, tinha que dar a fechar, fechar. Simplesmente congela.
I imagine that one of these plants would be capable of releasing a toxic vapor. I need to find out exactly how it could be done. I shall begin now. Watson, if you are at all optimistic to have dinner this evening, then I'd recommend that you put on the gas mask. A prickly plant. A carnivorous plant. This is a strange and unusual plant.
Ok, percebi.
I find the behavior of predators utterly fascinating. This plant seems to have had no reaction from the caterpillars. This plant seems to have had no reaction from the caterpillars. It appears to open after being soaked with alkaloid. This plant becomes inactive after being drenched with alkaloid. No reaction. It closed again. I believe I saw a small cloud of gas. I wonder what secrets this plant is hiding. Perhaps if we agitate it to a greater extent whilst it is opened, it will reveal a little more. It appears to open after being soaked. This plant This plant seems... I wonder what... This plant seems... It appears to open after being soaked with alkaloid. This plant becomes inactive after being drenched. This plant becomes inactive after being drenched with alkaloid. This plant seems to... Toxic gas with spores. Extraordinary. The plants would be capable of killing only if they were directly next to the victim and stimulated at precisely the right moment.
Let us take our caterpillars to the Colonial Collection Room. We may see things more clearly there.
It is too early, Watson. Our suspects will be there. Let us investigate Kew Gardens one more time and ask some questions.
Por acaso não acho que seja o gajo a ter morto o pai. Mas para variar, muito provavelmente eu vou estar errado. Tem sido o padrão. Bem, Sérgio, estás pronto para isto crachar outra vez? Vamos já crachar isto outra vez.
You can do it.
O break dele deu, não sei não. Pois, isto já dura-me tipo 2 horas e meia por missão. Nesta aqui já vou com esta live que já vem 1h30. Ainda fiz um bom bocado da outra live ainda, que a missão anterior foi bastante pequena. Yes, tudo porque tentar fechar o jogo e refazer cenas.
Can you tell me if you saw Mr. Montague Dunn on the day of his death?
Yes, of course. I met him, and we went to see Albert, his son, at around 9:30. He appeared quite calm.
What were you doing on the morning of the accident?
After paying multiple visits to Albert, I had a little talk with Miss White. Then I returned to my desk to complete some paperwork. Suddenly I observed that Mr. Dunn was not feeling well, so I ran immediately to fetch Albert. I clearly remember that it was around 10:30, for I was late that morning.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation. Your father's death does seem highly suspicious. What were your movements here on that day?
Suspicious? Well, I was working in the seed house, taking care of Lysa something, or Lear Pontus, or... No, wait. Ah, these Latin names. And I spent so many hours trying to memorize them.
Did you see your father that day?
Yes. He came here with Mr. Hamish for his weekly visit. There was nothing unusual about that.
And then?
Nothing. They stepped out to the backyard. It was perhaps 20 minutes before 10 o'clock. Then about 10 minutes later, I saw my father heading for the dry tropics room while Mr. Hamish returned here.
And Mr. Hamish and Miss White, what were they both doing that morning?
Mr. Hamish visited me a couple of times. I also saw him returning from talking with Miss White, and that was at 10 minutes past 10. But then he ran back here to me to tell me that my father was feeling unwell. We hurried across to the water lily room, and I found my father lying dead on the floor. Oh, my God.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon. Can you tell me what Mr. Dunn was doing upon the day of his death?
I can, but there is nothing very special to say. I was in the laboratory when I saw Mr. Dunn heading towards me. Tuesday is the day of his weekly visit. It was supposed to be at 9, but he was 10 minutes late, as usual.
And then?
Well, he came in to say good morning. Then I saw him spend 2 or 3 minutes by the plants outside the laboratory. After that, he ran out in the direction of the nursery, where Mr. Hamish was working. He was always in a rush during the inspection, you see. I would pity anyone who stood in his way.
And that was the last time you saw him?
Yes. I stayed in the laboratory until 20 minutes to 11, when I heard the cries of Albert and Mr. Hamish from the large glass house.
I joined them as soon as I could, for I knew that something must be very wrong.
What exactly were you doing in the laboratory?
I was recording an experiment for my thesis. I only stopped my work once when Mr. Hamish visited me briefly around 10 o'clock.
You say you were recording an experiment when the tragedy occurred. Might I listen to the roll?
Certainly. Please do. You will find it in the laboratory. It is number 320.
Thank you, miss.
Everyone has gone, Holmes. The way is clear.
No, it wasn't like that. No, it wasn't like that.
Ah, tu queres que... Ok. Esquece. Eu não tinha isto a marcar a segunda sequência. Então é capaz de me faltar a terceira, não é? Aquele gajo aqui era ali.
When Montague Dunn was standing close by the plants, the caterpillars were released and caused the deadly spores to activate. Panicking, and likely already half asphyxiated, Montague Dunn started back and knocked over the bust. He rushed to the door, but it was locked. He had to force it open with his shoulder. We already know the outcome. Montague Dunn collapsed and died not far from the pool. Well, it is time to perform our experiment on the ventilation system. The caterpillars could only fall from the ventilation duct. Our caterpillars are in place. I'll activate the ventilation system so that they fall down. Watson, stay here and observe.
All right, Holmes.
Queria ir para o outro lado, não era? Yep. Fui para o lado errado.
Before starting the engine, I need to enable the power supply. The power is on. The ventilation system is working. Dry.
Não, cara.
Now we need to see if we can activate the fans from Mr. Hamish's and Albert's space.
Aí. Sim, ok.
From here, we are unable to see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room. This is one of the outlets of the ventilation system. Excellent. This ventilation fan is working. Let us see if I can activate the other one.
Qual é que é o caso? Foi alguém que foi envenenado pela ventilação?
É basicamente na habitação. Foi tipo uma. O caso está a ser que é umas pontas venenosas. Só que uma tinha que ser estimulada tipo com fertilizante. E tínhamos que fazer com que umas caterpillars caíssem.
Lagartas?
Sim, umas lagartas caíssem numa outra planta. Para a carnívora morder a outra. Ela tinha 3 plantas, uma com espigões, uma carnívora e uma que deitava spores. Tínhamos que estimular a de spores com fertilizante. Tínhamos que pôr a caterpillar a cair na de espigões para a de carnívora comer a caterpillar. Porque a carnívora atacava a de espigões e de espigões começava a mandar espigões por tudo que era canto, o que estimulava a outra. E basicamente estamos a descobrir como é que eles mandaram os caterpillars para lá. Neste caso, há de ser pelas ventilações.
Perfect. Now I just need to find Watson to check the result.
It works perfectly, Holmes. Bravo.
Achas minhocas?
Now, if you could just help me to get rid of these caterpillars.
Perfect. Now we know how the murder of Montague Dunn was carried out, by activating both Albert's and Mr. Hamish's fans.
But only from Mr. Hamish's workplace would it be possible to see when Montague Dunn entered the Colonial Collection Room.
Vamos lá outra vez mais as pistas da Blue. Que era essas? Não é este? Não é este. Arrest? Já, arrest. Olha lá. Então, tu achei isso um bocado escrito já que eu tive a fazer arrest. Estão a faltar pistas. Então. Isto está já aqui a culpar o gajo. Dime está a deixar para depois.
Let's go to Scotland Yard.
Eu achei isso muito esquisito. Estão a faltar aqui pistas. Isto não é normal eu só ter uma pessoa a escolher que mate. Quer dizer, não, tenho já pude escolher o fim, era? Se calhar se eu meter esta aqui também não ajuda. Estás vermelho com este. Ok, tudo bem, mas seria que este aqui não faz com nada disto. Porque este bem feito a gaja também devia de ser. Também devia de ser culpado. Eu tinha aqui a do Albert. Interessante. Ele deixa-me escolher a do Albert, que matou o pai. Apesar de agora nem me estar a deixar aqui escolher. Eu escolhi a opção e nem me está a aparecer aqui. É a parte engraçada. Mas a outra não. Até vou ser completamente. Esta missão, como está a crashar, eu tenho. Certo, também. Pô, o jogo crashou. Acho que vai ser o culpado e ponto final. Eu estou pouco. Quanto mais preciso desta missão, melhor eu estou. Senão eu dou maluco. Com isto a crashar no jogo. Foda-se. Caralho. Bem, ó, mas agora tive eu que puxar o jogo. Ele fechou sozinho. Santa paciência, pá. Já andei aqui a fazer merdas para ver se resolve isto, mas estou tentando não resolver nada, caraças. Get your shit together. Que digo? Agora vais que vais-me obrigar a fazer merdas
Let's
ventilações
go
todas
to
outra vez.
Scotland
Não,
Yard.
não vou lá. Lá. Espera aí. Sim, tenho que fazer. Vamos desbloquear. Vamos desbloquear este aqui. Já que na outra vez tinha desbloqueado. Deixamos aqui, ok. Aqui. Vistas que tenho também não tenho mais nada, né? Pois. Fogo, não crash. Se eu puder culpar aquele, eu não me importo de culpar aquele. Pode estar errado, não faz mal. É mais um para a coleção, que até agora só um é que não teve errado.
I must admit,
Estás a correr para trás porque mas. Que nós que esquive tudo.
Inspector, I believe that Martin Hamish is guilty of the murder of Montague Dunn.
Aha! I knew it. I'll send the lads around to arrest him.
Very good. I shall wait to hear from you.
Ok, isto faz mesmo parte da missão então. Infelizmente vou ter que ter mais de jogar mais esta missão. Não, uploading não. Estás a ir para o jardim outra vez, não está meu grande filho da mãe. Não me vais para o jardim. Isso é... Digo que se isto fosse acontecer na primeira missão eu já tinha largado o jogo.
I came here as quickly as I could.
Martin Hamish is in the large glass house. There's no need to hurry.
Não é preciso... Não é preciso termos pressa porque...
Martin Hamish is in the large glass house. There's no need to hurry.
Uai, matou-se aqui. Não dizes isso assim e estás uma coisa e tal muito coisa. Oh.
Holmes, my God!
Yes, we found him like that.
I was
Our
fucking right.
messing around with the ventilation system didn't go unnoticed. Mr. Hamish realized that we knew.
Inspector, could you arrange the body, please? I should like to examine it.
Fuck.
The mark around the neck is very visible. He died instantly.
Yep. Gajo matou-se.
Holmes, his left shoe is unique. This anomaly is often a characteristic of...
A club foot. Bravo, Watson. That is the key element of this case.
Club foot. The fuck is that?
Something about this rings very oddly.
Why do you say that, Mr. Holmes?
Why? Because of Mr. Hamish's club foot. Oh, I deserve to be kicked from here to Charing Cross. I should have noticed it.
But, Mr. Holmes, I can't see why.
No, I don't suppose you do. You must recall that Mr. Dunn was locked inside the Colonial Collection Room by the murderer. If it was Mr. Hamish, he would have had to run up to his workplace to trigger the fan situated above it. taking into consideration the condition of his foot.
Well, it is still possible.
Perhaps, but it is rather strange that such a person as Mr. Hamish decided to base his plan on the speed of his gait.
You mean to say that somebody helped him?
So the suicide is questionable?
Correct. Mr. Hamish accuses only himself in his letter, and so the investigation stops.
Possibly an accomplice, then? That idea had not occurred to me, Mr. Holmes.
I have another idea, Inspector. Thanks to the testimony that we have collected, we are able to rebuild the events as they took place that day.
With a timeline, such as we did in the Jack the Ripper case.
Precisely.
The map at the entrance of Kew Gardens should help us with our timeline.
Oh, God. O mapa
Let
tinha
us
lá mais alguma
analyze the
coisa.
facts and statements so that we may recreate the events of that morning.
Isto não, uma merda de... O que é que eu vou ter que fazer? Então, já vejo. Então, Martin Hamish and Montague went to meet Albert in the Seed House around 9:30. Portanto, aqui supostamente. I was around 20 minutes to 10 when Hamish and Montague went to the backyard. Bem, mas... E assim, talvez. Coloque. Então, isto há de ser aqui. Não, assim não há de ser. Não.
Let us summarize. Montague Dunn was poisoned inside the Colonial Collection Room. He forced open the door, which means that someone locked him inside there at 10:20. Martin Hamish was last seen at 10:10. This means that he has approximately 10 minutes to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room. Given that he was club-footed, it is doubtful. Albert also has 10 minutes to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room, which is quite enough time. Miss White was last seen at 10 o'clock, which means that she had approximately 20 minutes to lock the door. More than enough time. Perfect, Watson. Now, let us ascertain who assisted Martin Hamish in killing Montague Dunn.
Bem, moça, o que é que tu achas?
Não sei. Foi a que teve mais tempo.
Se eu meter aqui Albert teve tempo. Nem não faz nada se for o outro. Já faz alguma coisa? Exato, esses não podem estar conjuntos. Abertura de cómplice. Deixa-me só ativar agora. E dá para o outro. Isso foi. Yeah. E é com técnica. Pois. Eles dizem que eles têm. Supostamente isto aqui não devia dar para. Parece que está a faltar ainda alguma pista para ter tudo. Não sei porquê. Preciso ver aqui uma coisa antes disso tudo. Aqui nas pistas. Não, não. Então, se o filho tinha um motivo, o pai teve sempre literalmente a fodê-lo a vida toda. Ele queria ir para uma escola de navios, naval, e por causa do pai não conseguiu ir. O pai mandou literalmente uma mensagem a dizer para ele não ir à escola. E por causa do peso que ele tinha, não conseguiu ir. Se ela agora está a dizer que ajuda a outra. Tem a missão do outro. The breakup. Aqui o gajo estava a despedir a outra. E o gajo estava com dívidas com o outro gajo. Pois. O gajo está mais virado para o filho do que para a gaja. Estou completamente sincero. And again, eu até agora tenho estado sempre mal. Vamos deixar o. Sérgio, tu dizes que é gaja, não é?
A mandar para o ar, não sei.
Ah. Para não ser sempre só eu que estar mal, vamos ver se tu estás mal.
Queres dizer que é imenso?
Para o que aqui está aqui a dizer, não. O personagem com o outro tinha está-me. Aí está, mas ao mesmo tempo. Ainda podes escolher que o gajo fez isso sozinho, que é a parte cómica. Só preciso para dizer que o gajo tinha experiência. Mais culpa o Albert. Se não for, olha, é mais um que está mal que se junta-se para a coleção. Eu quero me ver livre desta missão. Pronto. Mas tu não sei porque eu tenho a impressão que me falta uma luz. Mas isso também que vejo agora no fim do jogo.
What happened, Inspector?
It's all over now, lad. There is no use denying it. We know that you murdered your father. Patricide by plant poisoning. Very alliterative.
What? You're mad. I didn't do it. I don't know anything about botany. No!
Ah, bem. Não, mas apanhei tudo. Conclusão. Albert is accomplice. É a conclusão incorreta. Ok.
É gaja.
Pode ser o gajo sozinho.
Epá, não sei.
Porque eu também não sei.
Tem que ser alguém que perceba das plantas.
O que eu também não sei é tipo, se ele considera, porque tu tens sempre duas opções, duas acusações, se prendes ou mandas fora. Tipo, deixas o gajo ir, livre.
Oh, só sim.
Ah, epá, e eu não sei se. Onix, não é este o botão que eu quero. É este o botão que eu quero. E eu não sei se ele não considera tipo elas diferentes. Por exemplo, se eu fizer absol se está correto e condemno está incorreto. Achei. Acho, quer dizer, nem sei se ganha alguma coisa por se estão nos casos ou não.
But Holmes, how can you be certain that we'll find Miss White here?
It is obvious, Watson. Just use your brain.
I am using it. I do use it.
Now that the rope has tightened around Martin Hamish, Miss White must act to erase all traces of her implication. After the suicide of her accomplice, there is one final trace remaining: the deadly plants of the Divine Syndicate. She will be there.
Very good. Shall we go?
Just one moment. Now listen to me, Watson. I shall see her alone. You will conceal yourself behind her, quietly.
Whatever are you planning?
Nothing spectacular. The impulses of women have always been a mystery to me, but she is a bold one, and so we must be cautious.
Mas para ter uma
All
parte
right.
do integrante,
You can
se
count
calhar é
on me,
mesmo ela.
Holmes.
É o que eu digo, eu sou
Ela vai
não.
tentar fugir.
Eu não vou um caralho como detetive.
Mr. Holmes, good day to you.
You do not seem surprised, Miss White.
Well, I was expecting you.
Not for too long, I believe. So please tell me, as it is still unclear, who planned the murder? Was it you?
You were wrong, Mr. Holmes.
It was Martin Hamish, then. You managed to convince him to take on a more prominent role.
You could not be further from the truth.
You think that you can fool me?
You don't care what I think.
It is difficult to care about someone who is capable of pushing a man to his suicide. It is over, Miss White. The police will be here any minute.
Over, perhaps. One moment you were here, and the next, you were on the other side.
The other side? No! Stop! I beg you not to do this, Miss White.
Don't come any closer.
Do not get the wrong button.
Please remain calm. We can help you.
Not one step further. Don't try to stop me.
Watson.
Stop this foolishness. You cannot truly want to die.
No, it's too late.
Damn it, isto não me deu tempo para clicar, foda-se.
Oh my god, you killed her.
Foda-se, isto não me deu tempo para clicar, moço.
This is tragic, Holmes.
What the fuck?
Are you able to do anything?
I'm afraid not. The poison has been fulgurating. Her heart stopped instantly, poor child.
Mas era correto. Exato.
I knew it.
Não é só porque ela tinha mais tempo, mas só o coxa é que acho que não podia ser.
Não. Tinha que ser alguém que conhecesse a cena das plantas e Girls Are Deceiving.
O teu principal objetivo é esse, não é?
É.
Eu gostei disto aqui. Dá para ver supostamente quem fez as mesmas coisas do que tu. Mas não dá, porque isto nunca mostra. Eu já deixei isto aqui um bom bocado uma vez a fazer o link para ver se mostrava, mas não mostra.
Isto fez-te acima de tudo.
Faz sempre de acabar o caso. E se eu disser que o jogo crashou e vou para a próxima missão?
Eu sei, estou a ver.
Por favor, não seja assim na última. É a única coisa que eu peço. Olha, pois é, bem. Eu não sei se tu tens esse problema no teu trabalho ou não. Provavelmente não tens. Porque não usas a aplicação que nós utilizamos. Mas digo, a Microsoft fez cagada, mas cagada da grande.
No quê?
Não é grande tipo no urgente, mas
Em que aplicação?
nós trabalhamos com o PHC, né? Pronto, programa de faturação. Ou seja, tens aquele plãozinho magnífico quando vais para imprimir, enviar por e-mail. O que é que ele faz? Anexa logo tipo a fatura ou a nota de crédito logo no e-mail. E depois tu escreves o texto que queres. Dá para pôr código para pôr logo lá texto, mas pronto. O padrão é só isso. Anexa o documento ao mail. É que a Microsoft fez um update ou das duas uma. Não, o Windows não foi. Portanto, foi ao Outlook. É a única explicação ao Office em si. Se tu quiseres enviar por e-mail e mandares um e-mail com caracteres especiais, ele troca os caracteres especiais na altura de enviar, ou seja, quando tu estás a escrever está tudo bem, mas na altura do enviar, depois de enviar, ele troca todos os caracteres especiais e assenta isso por pontos de interrogação. Porque fica muito bem a um cliente mandar um e-mail assim.
Pode ser tipo a fonte de coisas.
Não, acontece-nos em várias pessoas, em vários clientes já nos
Where are
aconteceu
you
isso.
going, Holmes?
Só que é tal
Have you been
cena.
invited somewhere?
Tivemos quase 2 horas
We
para
have
descobrir
been
como
invited,
resolver
Watson.
isso. É
We
tipo
have.
duas
But
merdices no Outlook.
To the
Uma
Baker Street
desativas e outra mudas
Irregulars
para o
annual
TF8.
dinner. They sent us an invitation. It is on the table.
Obrigar a ele fazer sempre o TF8.
How could those street urchins afford
Sim.
anything like
Mas
that?
tipo,
Sim, é isso que eu estou a dizer.
I can't
mas,
understand
mas
your
primeiro que
interest in them, Holmes.
descobríssemos tipo
They're
o que
dirty.
mexer.
They wouldn't
Eu
hesitate to
tive
steal
um
your
cliente
wallet.
ontem.
Watson, you should be
Desinstalei a
excited.
aplicação
It is
do
a
PHC,
secret
desinstalei
dinner.
o Office,
Its location
mexi em
changes
configurações,
every
mexi em
year. Read
tudo,
the
mano,
menu.
nunca resolveu nada.
Sounds mouth-watering.
Mas foi preciso,
Right.
tipo, depois tens outro
We,
computador ao
the
lado,
secret
que está
police
completamente
of
bom.
Baker Street, invite you, Sherlock Holmes, and Dr. Watson to our annual dinner.
Mas normal.
Menu, entree, frozen rat head salad. Is this a joke?
Not at all. Pray continue.
Main course, sow's udder in Danny Nutcracker's way. Ah, sounds disgusting, Holmes. Hedgehog goulash. Street turnips in homemade juice. And it goes on.
Ah, I can hear them on the stairs now.
Oh, we can't go there. We can't eat that.
Watson, you'll hurt the feelings of those poor children. We have to go.
Oh, Mr. Holmes.
It is fine, Mrs. Hudson.
Mr. Holmes!
Wiggins, Dr. Watson is getting ready. He will be delighted to join us. You don't look well, my young man. Is there something wrong? Don't tell me the dinner is cancelled.
Mr. Holmes, it's my brother Leighton. He's in a prison cell. They say he's killed 2 men. You have to help us, Mr. Holmes, because I know he didn't do it.
Where is he now?
From what I've heard, they took him to the yard, and they gave him a good beating already. You know what they're like. They'll hang him. They won't look any further.
Holmes, we have to help him.
Well, and forget about the dinner? Wiggins, I'll take the case.
You're fantastic, Mr. Holmes. I'll be waiting for you at the crime scene. You'll be there, right? It's on Half Moon Street in Whitechapel.
Very well.
Isto é o último capítulo, pronto. Este jogo só tem 6 missões. Ó, pumba vermelho. Pumba vermelho. Pumba vermelho. Mas este aqui por acaso é manhoso. Porque eu até posso ter escolhido o gajo correto. O Bloodbath. Mas como havia 2 tipos de armas. Uma faca de prata ou uma faca de gelo. Basta eu ter escolhido a arma errada para isto ter que estar mal.
Disse sempre o Coronel Mostarda com um candelabro na sala de jantar.
Bem, então. Eles querem que eu vou. Vamos lá então aqui à Word.
Então bem, eu vou ainda então.
Olha, eu ia para ir à Word, mas visto que o jogo crash, eu vou parar na live. Eu disse 5 crash, este foi o quinto. Epá. Que
Mas não
gangster.
foste ver o que é isso? O que é que faz isso? Pode ser aquelas opções manhosas do full screen.
Eu já andei a mexer em merdas.
Sim. Estou a
Quando
tentar ver,
procurei
pode ser uma
pessoal
coisa dessas.
a crashar. Não resolveu. Até deram para pôr certos comandos. Tipo naquelas merdas quando estás a lançar o jogo.
Optional config.
Yeah. Também não resolveu.
Olha, não sei.
Ou seja, já sei. Pronto, já percebi. Vou sofrer também com a missão 6. E literalmente eu vou passar este. Só vou acabar este jogo porque estou literalmente na última puta de missão. É que se foi. Vou parar. Vou fazer raid a
Também.
alguém. Se foda.
Eu vou indo. Que
Vai
é amanhã.
descansar. Amanhã não te escapas.
De quê?
Experimentar outra vez do canal.
De caramba.
Não te
Pois eu
escapas.
estava a ver um vídeo no update. A segunda parte do update 3 que vai sair é o Flamethrower. Isso é que tem aquela cena do fogo. Vamos ter tipo um Flamethrower.
Eu agora estava a encontrar o que tu estás a falar. Ok, falaste o fogo e eu depois lembrei-me. Ok, o hotel. Ok,
Do
ok.
Itel, sim.
Está
É a
certo.
única cena tipo de jeito que está lá. Tem mais umas customizações de cabelos e não sei o quê, mas
E
acho que a cena principal é
tipo,
mesmo
isto eles
isso.
vão estar sempre a pôr porque o pessoal quer sempre mais.
Sim, sim.
Pronto.
Até ao ponto que se eles abrirem isso para aquilo ainda ser haver um mod antes do jogo fazer load para mudar aquilo, aí é que vai ser mesmo. Quer dizer, não sei se eles vão fazer isso, senão que vai abrir muitas opções para coisas
Não
muito
está ninguém aqui a
estranhas.
jogar nada de jeito. Não faço.